They want him gone. Biden impeachment. Christie calls Trump stupid. Things are not okay with some House Republicans as tensions boiled over between supposed allies. Did you guys hear about this? You guys are aware of who Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert are, right? Now, you would think that they have a lot in common, especially with their disdain for President Biden. So why did Greene call Boebert a little, I don't think I can really say that on YouTube, but it's a female dog. I mean, you guys get it. I'm pretty sure you do. So Boebert is also not very happy with President Biden as she's pushing to have him impeached from office. Do you guys agree that the president hasn't been doing a good job of leading the United States? Just drop me a quick comment, yes or no on that one. Someone else who isn't happy with President Biden is former President Donald Trump, as he says that Biden has weaponized law enforcement. Meanwhile, reports show that Trump continues to dominate polls with Republican primary voters, even though he's had a lot of legal issues to date. Senator Ted Cruz also wants the House to impeach President Biden for allegedly abusing his government power after a WhatsApp message was leaked that showed that Hunter Biden was using his dad's name to seemingly intimidate a foreign CEO from China. Man, a lot of Republicans are out to get President Biden these days, huh? And former Republican New Jersey Governor Chris Christie may have dug himself into a small hole as he criticized Donald Trump at a recent conference in DC, where it was obvious that the crowd was very supportive of the former president. All right, folks, let's get right into the updates. Also, by the way, for the very best way to invest in gold or silver, check out the links in the description down below this video. Now, when we talk about news that matters to the people, it's stuff that's either life-changing or something worth discussing because it affects the general population. Now, you would think that an impeachment against President Joe Biden would make a lot of waves, but some say that it's not being reported at all. Do any of you guys have a clue as to what's happening with this? So let me get you guys up to speed. An article of impeachment resolution was recently introduced by Representative Lauren Boebert. And you know what? Let's let her tell you why she did it.
The executive branch will release nearly 40,000 illegal aliens per month into the United States. He has failed to uphold the mandatory detention and deportation provisions of immigration laws, resulting in the mass entry of inadmissible aliens and the continued presence of deportable aliens. Through this complete and total dereliction of duty and extreme absence and oversight of his own administration's policies, President Biden has allowed more than 1,500,000 illegal immigrants to invade the southern border. On Joe Biden's watch, illicit fentanyl has killed more than 100,000 American citizens. In fiscal year 2023, U.S. Customs and Border Patrol seized more than 9,000 pounds of fentanyl at the southern border. In his failure to uphold the rule of law, President Biden has demonstrated that he will neglect his duty to execute the office to which he has been entrusted, violating his oath to the Constitution if allowed to remain in office, and has acted in a manner grossly incompatible with his constitutional duty to take care that the laws of the United States be faithfully executed. Wherefore, President Biden, by such conduct, warrants impeachment and trial, removal from office, and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States.
Wow. What do you guys make of Boebert's statement? Should the president be held accountable for what's happened at the borders? The House of Representatives voted 219 to 208 along party lines, sending this resolution to 2 congressional committees. It also pauses a move to bring a privileged motion to the floor, which would force members to vote on whether the president should be impeached or not. Now, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene wasn't very happy with Boebert. She even went as far as calling Boebert a little beeswax. Now, of course, she didn't say beeswax, but what's the first term you think of when I say a little bee, right? Well, it's that. So anyway, Greene said that the Daily Beast was pretty accurate in reporting their conversations. So here's what she said when she confronted Boebert. Quote, "I've donated to you. I've defended you, but you've been nothing but a little bee to me. And you copied my articles of impeachment after I asked you to co-sponsor them." End quote. Now again, wow on this one. It looks like they want the same thing, although some Republicans said that it could have been done a little bit better. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy spoke about it, saying, quote, "We do have a process of doing things. Impeachment is at such a high level that you have to know there should be some process for that." End quote. Okay, fair enough. Now here's someone else who wants the same process done by the House, Senator Ted Cruz. So he calls out the leaked text message that has Hunter seemingly using his father's name to intimidate a CEO from China. So here's what Cruz had to say about it. Quote, look, this WhatsApp is direct evidence of Joe Biden abusing his government power to enrich his son and assuming 10% for the big guy to enrich himself. Remember, this WhatsApp says, we want to know. This is not just me, Hunter, just mooching off of my dad. Now, of course, the House needs to investigate it, but the stunning thing is what the IRS whistleblower says is Department of Justice Merrick Garland prevented an investigation even into this message, end quote. Former President Donald Trump also echoed the message and says that the Biden family received millions of dollars from China and that this is the exact reason as to why the president is letting them build a spy base in Cuba. To Hunter's defense, his lawyer says that the DOJ covered up a period wherein the first son was at a time of turmoil and addiction, maybe alluding to the possibility that the then Vice President Joe Biden wasn't even there with Hunter, nor was he aware that this was even happening, but that he just used the VP's name for his own gain. What do you guys make of this? Now let's go ahead and move on from the Biden family and talk about Trump for a second, right? Now we're all aware of the legal issues that he faces, and heck, none of us are sure about what's going to happen with it all. However, one 2024 hopeful, former Governor Chris Christie says that we shouldn't even think too much of Trump as he's running to right everything that he did wrong.
I'm running because he's let us down. He has let us down because he's unwilling. He's unwilling to take responsibility for any of the mistakes that were made, any of the faults that he has, and any of the things that he's done. And that is not leadership, everybody. That is a failure of leadership. And you can boo all you want.
Not sure if that was the reaction that he wanted, but Christie then went on CNN to say that he stands by what he said and says that Trump is either a liar or he's stupid, given that the former president went on record to say that he doesn't trust Christie, even though he says that he was offered the White House chief of staff by the same person. This is certainly a mixed bag of reactions, so I guess I should ask you guys, do you think that the presidential elections for 2024 will bring us peace, or should we look at other options now? Make sure to share your thoughts down below in the comments. Now, I've already said it once, guys, and I'm going to say it again. Whoever wins next year will have some pretty big shoes to fill, and expectations are going to be hard to meet. Anybody who's looking to lead by 2024 had better have a very good financial background, as households all over the country are drowning in bills and debt. Now, I bet you that almost every single American, every single one of us has some sort of credit card debt, and I'm pretty sure that our wallets are aching because, we're not seeing cheaper options at Walmart, Costco, Target, or anywhere else for that matter. Which is what brings me to my point. We need some guidance through these tough times. Maybe some know-how on generating multiple streams of income, information that I myself that have thankfully gathered over the years of trial and error. Now, there's a lot of money to be made with side hustles, small businesses, and home-based businesses, and the same could be said about wise investments in gold, silver, the stock market, index funds, options, ETFs, or even real estate for that matter. Now, if you guys would like to learn more about these topics, definitely hit me up in the comment section down below. But before I go, guys, please don't forget to drop a quick like for the video. Also, subscribe to the channel for your daily dose of the truth. I really appreciate you guys sharing these videos with your friends and your loved ones, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.